Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done rewatching a film thanks to Disney Plus. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? This is a 1988 film, the year I was born. This was directed by Robert Zemeckis, which I really forgot that he directed this movie. I saw his name in the credits and said, holy crap! That's pretty cool. The plot of this film is that you see this world, the real world, is also inhabited not just by humans, but by toons, cartoons, and they just live amongst us. It's normal. It's a part of our everyday lives. They interact with each other. In some cases, they're looked at as side acts or carnival acts, especially Roger Rabbit. Like at the very beginning, you see that they're shooting a movie with him, and it's a cartoon movie, but then he's sort of treated like crap, offset. And the whole movie, though, revolves around Roger Rabbit, this cartoon rabbit, being framed for murder. Somebody, a human, gets killed by a toon, and the police department think that it's Roger Rabbit. You see Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant. He takes the case because he needs to prove that Roger is innocent. And you see all these crazy cast of characters along the way while we're trying to prove his innocence. Now, what I think of Who Framed Roger Rabbit is this movie is pretty damn great. It is. I remember being a kid and watching this film and enjoying it for what it was, but I didn't rewatch it a whole lot. I saw it here and there. It was on TV once in a while, and I got my fill of it. But because it's been so many years, because I was just sort of bored given what's going on in the world, and you're sort of looking for something to watch, and it's on Disney Plus, and you sort of say like, hey, why not? Let's just watch this again. And I just forget not only how good this was, how funny in some parts that this was, but how mature this was for a PG film for kids. I mean, they have some material and some lines of dialogue that just made me go like, wow, I'm really clicking with this. I'm really enjoying this. I can't believe almost how mature some of these jokes and moments are. Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant, I like him because he doesn't overdo in the scenery. I feel like if they remade this movie today, you would get Melissa McCarthy, or you would get a Will Ferrell, who, yeah, maybe you like them in certain roles, but in a movie like this, you need the human to be toned down. You need them to not be in your face and not trying to steal the spotlight or be the funny one. That's what Roger Rabbit's there for. Roger Rabbit is voiced by Charles Fleischer, and he's amusing, he's over the top, and he's funny, but, you know, there might be some moments where you could like, holy crap, dude, I know he's a toon, I know he can't help himself, I know he just wants to make people laugh, and that's just in his DNA, that's how he was created, but chill the hell out. You are being sought after by Judge Doom and by cops and by all these people, and he's not really doing a great job at hiding or making it easy for Bob Hoskins to protect him, and so you find yourself going like, God damn, this rabbit is asking for it. So imagine if he was being goofy and if Eddie Valiant's character was also being goofy or funny or trying to go for that. It just doesn't work. It doesn't. It would be hard to watch. It would be degrading. Like, Eddie Valiant is somebody that we're following along with, that we're along for the ride with, and I think that's why this dynamic, especially between the two of them, works as well as it does. Also, other memorable iconic characters that people remember and talk about from this film is Roger Rabbit's wife, Jessica Rabbit. She is, well, there's 3 different names listed as the voice of her. I don't know if that means that other women maybe did the singing for her, but other people did the dialogue scenes for her. You have Kathleen Turner, who is the main voice listed here. Also Amy Irvin and Betsy Bratley. I'm naming all of them because I don't know which one is like where or who deserves the actual credit and who did what. So either way, though, this character is clearly as memorable. As a kid, it's weird because now I'm older and I'm like, was I really as a kid attracted to a cartoon character? I mean, they purposely drew her to be very shapely and curvy, so it's not my fault. It's totally the animation going on there. Another thing that rewatching this I really was blown away by is for 1988, these effects are great. Yes, they are cartoons and they look like cartoons, but they're supposed to look like cartoons. That's what they are. But I'm talking about how they seamlessly blend in with the real world, how the interaction when you see other characters, human characters, interact with the tunes, and just how well it blends together. I mean, it looks like we're actually interacting with cartoons. I don't know how 1988 you get that done. Clearly, if it was today, you would just CGI. It'd be a lot easier. And I'm not saying CGI isn't hard, but back then, I don't know. Maybe there are behind the scenes videos I should have watched. Maybe there is a making of documentary that I could get myself into. But I was fascinated watching that, just how well all the animation came together with the real world. Seeing Warner Brothers properties interact with Disney. I mean, clearly this is on Disney Plus, so I guess Disney owns it. But you have Bugs Bunny, you have the Looney Tunes, you have all those type of characters in this movie. You even get a scene of Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse going back and forth, and that's pretty amazing to see. I don't know if we'll ever get something like that where Warner Brothers and Disney ends up working together or having their characters come together like that. So that was very cool. But let's talk about Judge Doom. Judge Doom is played by Christopher Lloyd, and he was a character. When I was a kid, I do remember being terrified of him. Not just in the scenes where he's going around and he's trying to go after Roger Rabbit. Even that one moment where he takes a tune and puts it in the dip and melts it, burns it, whatever the hell it does, and the tune is kind of screaming out in pain. That's brutal. That's messed up for a PG movie. But at the very end, when he's... Well, is this a spoiler? I don't know. I'm just going to go for it when he's revealed as a toon himself. And his eyes are all cartoony. And you see him doing his thing. He's the one who's really killing people. That effect freaked me out as a kid. Very much so. Even now, it's a little trippy to watch just how evil and how high-pitched his voice is. Although, we never get to see how he fully formed looks as a toon. He's wearing a human mask. And, like, anyone else curious on what Judge Doom looked like as a cartoon? Does anyone know? Either way, though, once again, I had a blast rewatching this. I had a lot of fun. This is kind of the reason why Disney Plus exists, because, yeah, when you don't have Mandalorian, when you don't have original content that I originally got the service for, you end up rewatching some gems that meant a lot to you as a kid. This is that for me. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if this is that for you. Did you love Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Did you grow up on it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!